Will, what's the best thing about being back working with David? And David also, for you, what's the best thing about being back working with Will?
I'd have to say his musk.
It's a good musk.
There's an olfactory thing, and I don't know what it's like walking into a house when someone's baking chocolate chip cookies, and it just feels like home.
Well, the other two guys, though,
are assholes.
That's why you're separate from them.
It was a little bit like recording Let It Be. We were showing up at different times, and thankfully Adam McKay was able to edit it together, so it appeared that we were all in the same room.
Yeah.
No, in honesty, this is about as much fun as you can have working with these guys. Just joyful.
Yeah.
Adam and Will's approach to it is just let's have fun, and that's really what it's like every day. I remember thinking about 2 weeks before we're done filming. We've been filming for almost 3 months, and I thought, I just don't want this to end. Why can't this be a TV show that goes on for 10 years?
But the real attitude is let's have fun and don't worry about being funny, which seems counterintuitive, but it really is about setting up a working environment where you feel safe to fail and just try whatever you want to do. And that comes a lot from Adam McKay.
There was a Wake Up Ron Burgundy movie, which had a very funny scene in a car where he declares his love. Is there something similar this time where we're going to see deleted scenes that might make another movie?
We're playing around with the thought of another movie on the DVD, which is, because of all the improv we did, literally has brand new jokes for every scene.
Well, we have different versions of each scene, probably about 15 different versions of each scene that is in the movie as it is. But then there's stuff there's musical numbers that didn't make it in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There are things.
They almost made this into 2 movies. The first cut of this was 4 hours long, and they almost decided to cut it in half and do a Kill Bill kind of thing, and then release a second half some other time.
We've also heard that there's other versions of it that you could replace every single joke that we say, because there's so many alternate jokes and things.
Same movie, same plot, same scenes, but just completely different dialogue.
Will you get to be nose to nose with Harrison Ford in this movie? Is that as intimidating for you as it was for Ron?
Not only nose to nose, but it was literally the first day of filming. That's day one of the film shoot, which was fantastic. I mean, it's just very surreal to even have Harrison Ford be in your movie. But the way we staged that scene to have him get right up into Ron's face, and just to see him being so playful was fantastic.
He's unassuming, really. I mean, he doesn't walk on being like, I'm Harrison Ford, treat me like this. He's rather unassuming. He's really mellow, exactly what you'd think, super mellow guy.
Oh, really?
Kind of talks like this, and it's really like, the emotions don't really leave kind of this zone.
There's so many great quotes from Anchorman as well. I think it's one of the most quotable movies there's been for some time. Have you got a favourite all-time Anchorman quote?
Anything Steve Carell said, like, I love lamp, and what are we yelling about, and loud noises, and do you want to come to the pants party? Things like that.
That's a good one.
Milk was a bad choice. I'm in a glass case of emotion. There's a lot. There are a lot.
Is there anything you wouldn't make these guys do as well? Because in this movie, they smoke crack, Ron fights a Minotaur, just crazy things that happen. Is there anything that you've ruled out where you've written or you've thought about doing something and said, no, they wouldn't do that?
You won't see them doing their taxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty boring, I guess.
Yeah.
Would it?
I don't know. It'd be kind of
Close up on an old-timey adding machine. Tick, 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 tick.
all the receipts.
That's comedy gold. Very finally as well, this movie's going to do incredibly well. I'm pretty convinced about that. So if there's an Anchorman 3, is there anything in particular you'd like to see happen?
I think they should wait 10 years, frankly, to do an Anchorman 3. I think it should settle and percolate like the first one did, and in 10 years people will either be so over it or actually want to see a third one.